A Merry Christmas to you all. Today we have something that's not good but not bad either. A mix if you will. Some parts are really great, while other parts are stuff from your worst nightmare. I'm talking about Claymation Christmas Celebration.
This piece of Christmas wonder is one I didn't see as a child, so maybe I'm judging it a bit too harshly being an adult watching it for the first time and all.
It's not bad by any means. I mean, it starts out rather okay and nice. But after a while, you go down the road to insanity. And we all know there's no turning back.
Okay, let's take a look. The episode starts out with two dinosaurs called Rex and Herb, narrating this piece of Christmas special.
Here we come a-waffling along a Lisa Green.
Yeah, it's a running joke. In fact, let's put up a counter to see how many times they mess up wassailing. Look at that counter. It's going to be huge. Just wait.
After the dog's mishap, we get to the first short.
Wait. We are already in what you can call a Christmas short, and inside this short is another short? And this got 8 out of 10 on IMDb? What the fuck, man?
Let's move on. We get to the very first song, which is Three Wise Kings, as mentioned by Rex.
Why? Why do they need to have hip and cool camels in this short? Oh, I'm sorry. That is a dromedary.
I've got one hump. I am a dromedary, not a camel.
Yeah, that blue thing.
I just never get why people need to upscale classics. It's not that it's a bad thing, some of my favorite songs are newer versions of older ones. It's just that movies, especially animation, never seems to be able to do it right.
It might just be me. Is it just me? Oh well.
After the song is done, we again see Rex and Herb telling us about the good old traditions of Christmas, being interrupted once again by Herb's desire to annoy Rex.
And one of the ways to drive evil off was by making a great deal of noise.
But it is Christmas related, and as long as we are in December, we can let it pass. What we can't let pass though is stupid jokes. By the way, stop Teen Titans Go.
Next on our program is the exquisite Carol of the Bells.
This isn't driving you off.
You might have noticed that Rex and Squidward are in the same situation. Next short is Carol of the Bells. This is actually my favorite Christmas song of all time, mainly because of Home Alone. My probably favorite Christmas movie of all time too.
How in the world can they possibly screw that one up?
They'll give us a wonderful performance under the baton of Maestro Quasimodo.
Oh, I see. That is how you're going to do it.
To be honest, the Three Kings and this one might be the best ones in the whole special. So it's only for laugh and matters, of course.
But that doesn't change the fact that they used Quasimodo for this. I know he's a caretaker of the church's tower and bells, but why?
Oh well, he's actually not the main problem here.
No, that spot goes to the dumbbell in the right corner. See what I did there? Well, get it.
This idiot is apparently the comedic relief in this song. Why they decided to make a comedy, I don't know, but let's roll with it.
This one bell seemingly does everything it can to ruin this Christmas carol. And that's the whole plot.
After the song is done, we are once again interrupted by someone who gets wassailing wrong.
Here we come a-waddling, so fair to be seen. Just enjoy.
You see? I told you.
And by now you might have figured out that the educational stuff is pushed aside for a cheap joke about wassailing, which in this case is a bad thing. Don't get me wrong, educational stuff is often boring and bad. After even more jokes about misspelling, we then get to the next short, and here is where it begins to get crazy. The next song is Oh Christmas Tree, a traditional German song.
A rather lovely one, I must say.
So, what do they do in this short?
Well, they show us the crazy world of Tim Burton on crack as we traverse through the Twilight Zone. Okay, we're maybe not that far out yet, but believe me, we're getting closer.
We visit the various houses inside the houses residing on the Christmas tree, and makes a loop-de-loop back to the kids.
I told you, crazy.
Okay, now it's time for Tusk to take place. Okay, jokes aside.
2 walruses ice skating, nothing special except penguins, because god damn it, everybody loves them apparently. I was going to make a Lola Bunny joke here, but that is a zone I'd rather not touch.
And you might guess what comes next.
Do I even need to show you?
Here we come, a-waddling so very too.
That is exactly right. Next up is Joy to the World, which they jazzified a lot. And I have to be honest here, I'm not too fond of jazz myself. And I can tell you that this short probably isn't one of the best. Oh, not because of the song or the jazz, that's actually okay. No, it's the images. For some reason they decided to remove all of the claymation and replace it with this.
Talking about joy, talking about joy, we're talking about joy, talking about joy. The Lord has.
Okay, before we move on, let's just play this song over the images. Now it's downright creepy.
One music number left, played by our very own California Raisins.
The California Raisins!
Which I've heard are not quite dead yet. I mean, come on, singing dried fruit? I've seen a lot of weird stuff in my time, but this? That's just too weird.
They sing The Red-Nosed Reindeer Rudolph, a movie I'd rather not watch. A nice song, a bit too jazzified for my taste, but not as weird as Joy to the World.
I mean, if they ever did top that, then we would be in Tim Burton's Twilight Zone, starring Johnny Depp.
The last part of the movie is basically some Irish leprechauns singing the whistling correctly.
You and to you your wassail too, and God bless you and send you.
What the fuck? No one told me that would happen!
And they wish us all a Merry, Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas!
And so do I. Merry Christmas to you all for sticking with my rambling this long.
This episode is not half bad, it's kind of enjoyable, even though I may bitch about this and that. And that might be because I was expecting something different, instead of accepting this movie for what it was.
And what it was probably mild entertainment for the children while they wait for Christmas. So a Merry Christmas, and see you all later.
This isn't driving you off.